She casually poured herself some cereal to eat, and noticed it had gone bad. She wrote a 6,000-word complaint letter to the manufacturer. The next day, she got a reply. It included an apology and a free replacement coupon. She immediately went to the supermarket to swap for new cereal. The cashier said big brands care a lot about their reputation. If they get complaints, they usually send free replacement coupons. Connie suddenly had an idea. She went home and started operating frantically. She complained in writing about products she used and even some she hadn't. Sure enough, she got a table full of free coupons. She happily shared them with her neighbor, Little Joe. Little Joe noticed a pattern. High-value or free coupons had short expiration dates. Once expired, they were worthless. The number of coupons a manufacturer sent depended on local consumption. Some places got more, some less. If you could get the coupons, why not sell them to others for a profit? Little Joe underestimated Connie's ambition. Connie set her sights on the source of the coupons. They found out the coupons were printed in a factory in Mexico. They rushed there overnight. They staked out the place all day. Connie targeted a specific man. He looked like a trustworthy guy. His wife worked in the recycling department. He himself worked in printing. Every day, he printed coupons as requested by the manufacturer. The factory printed a few extra thousand per batch as backup. Unused coupons were usually treated as waste. The man planned to sneak some coupons out. He used a driver for transport. It was safe and profitable. A complete coupon scraping team was formed. Connie handled building the sales website, its operation, and maintenance. Little Joe handled video promotion. The coupon selling business boomed. They could sell $100,000 worth of coupons in a day. Some days even double that. Supermarket customers across the country started showing coupons. Cashiers were dumbfounded. Connie and Little Joe didn't notice any problem. They even wanted to expand sales. Coupons were flying everywhere, catching the supermarket's attention. The supermarkets only issued 1,000 coupons, but 10,000 ended up being recycled. Investigator Miller was frustrated. He decided to track the buyers. He found the website selling the coupons. Connie was about to collect the sales money. A huge amount of unexplained funds went into her account. The bank froze her account. There was over $200,000 she couldn't access. They had no legal business license. The bank could treat them as suspects. Connie hired a hacker to help. They agreed on a 10% cut. The hacker helped them avoid risk. Once the account was unfrozen, the money was transferred to different banks. They deleted videos from the promo website. The server was moved overseas. The hacker warned them, "Keep selling coupons." But the money in the account couldn't be touched for 6 months. Connie and Little Joe grew bolder. With the hacker backing them, they didn't worry about trouble. They just focused on making money. Supermarket investigator Miller was stressed. He couldn't catch them. The supermarkets kept losing money. He turned the clues over to the FBI. The small case wasn't taken seriously. It was assigned to an intern. Days passed. 6 months later, Connie and Little Joe were thrilled. They were about to access tens of millions in cash. But the money was all dirty. They couldn't spend it directly. Connie remembered methods from movies. They used the dirty money to buy luxury goods and then resell them. Within days, they ran to dozens of banks. They withdrew tens of millions in cash. But they didn't know what to buy. Connie asked her husband for advice. Within hours, she bought 5 Lamborghinis. She also bought a yacht and a private jet. She rented an airport as a warehouse. Even after buying so much, they still couldn't spend all the money in the accounts. She also ordered a truckload of guns and ammo from an arms dealer. The two sisters boarded the private jet. Servants attended to them. They drank and sang. Cash was flying everywhere. The hacker came to scold them. Their money laundering method was too risky. It could easily attract police attention. In the following days, they had to avoid police investigations. They needed to deal with the luxury goods quickly. Even selling at a loss was safer than keeping them. With the intern's help, Miller traced the postal workers. He found the postal codes and confirmed Connie's neighborhood. He questioned cashiers one by one, especially the senior ones who had checked her out before. The cashiers didn't remember Connie. The two sisters switched to tracking courier companies. The delivery guy had a crush on Little Joe. He didn't tell the truth, but secretly wrote a letter to Little Joe's mother. Little Joe's mother had a poor memory. Miller and his colleague had already observed everything. They had been staking out near Connie's house. They tracked the sisters to their coupon reselling base. The case was huge. Miller reported the tens of millions involved to federal agents. The FBI mobilized personnel. They raided Connie at night. Connie was woken from sleep. Handcuffs went on. Little Joe was also arrested. Little Joe's mother was taken too. The case reached a temporary conclusion. The nation was shocked. Connie's fraud amount was enough to keep her in prison for life. She called her husband. He turned hostile. He said Connie was bad and ruthless. He blamed her for being unable to have children. He demanded a divorce. Connie spent huge money to hire a top lawyer. The lawyer shifted blame in court to the supermarket and manufacturers. He argued that Connie didn't commit a crime. She had only discovered coupon loopholes. Coupons were reusable. The coupons she sold were all genuine. It was the supermarkets and manufacturers who mismanaged. The lawyer highlighted discrimination in coupon distribution by region and consumption. Manufacturers were exploiting low-income people. Public opinion pressured several companies to drop lawsuits. The court sentenced Connie to 10 months in a re-education center. Little Joe was released immediately, under observation for a year. Connie decided to divorce. Little Joe helped her collect her belongings. Her husband kept all the assets, except for the things Connie bought herself. In the box were $5 million in cash. Little Joe took the money and fled abroad to start a business. Connie stayed with her child, looking forward to the future. She learned how to be a good mother.